So hello everyone, welcome back to our video presentation in which we will now discuss the three major moves, or let's say three major actions in order to write our research introduction using the CARS model. Recall that CARS model consists of the following moves or actions. We have move 1, establishing a territory; move 2, establishing a niche; and then move number 3, occupying a niche. So in our next video presentations, we will discuss each move for us to come up with the ideal research introduction for our research manuscript. So in order to come up with this idea, let's try to use a certain study, which is an example of a science investigatory project entitled Synergistic Effect of Kapok Tree, Ceiba pentandra Seed Oil, and Origanum vulgare Leaf Extract as antimicrobial agents against Xanthomonas campestris, the causal pathogen of black rot among cabbages, in which we have the following proponents: Ayag, Fajardo, and Lagaya of 2019. So let's try to use this study in order to write our research introduction. So we use a science investigatory project because it is connected to our STEM strand. So recall once more that these are the independent variables of the study. We have the kapok tree, and then we have the oregano. And the findings of the said study is that they can affect the said bacteria Xanthomonas campestris, which are considered to be the causal agent or the pathogen responsible for the brown, or let's say dark coloration among leaves when it comes to cabbages and other agricultural crops like vegetables and fruits. So let's have this study so that we can write our research introduction. So recall, the first move in order to prepare our research introduction is known as establishing a territory. So what do we mean by establishing a territory, and how will we write it? So in order to establish our territory in writing our research introduction, first you have number 1. So you will identify the research within a wider perspective. So identify your research that can be found within a wider perspective. So let's try to elaborate it. So what do we mean by wider perspective? It means that you will identify the general area of your research. Okay? So what is the general idea of your research, or let's say general area rather of your research? So for example, we have, let's say the topic is about Salmonella typhi, which is the cause of, let's say, typhoid fever. So what is the general area of research related to Salmonella typhi as your research topic? So it pertains to health. So health is the general area of your research. So you will discuss first the concept of health. In addition, let's say you have electricity. Your topic is about the production of electricity using several methods, for instance. So what is the general area of research that is involved in this study? So therefore, it is related to the concept of energy. Okay? So in the case of Xanthomonas campestris, that is actually responsible for the dark coloration of leaves among cabbages, then what will be the general area of research in relation to that study? Of course, the answer is agriculture. So obviously, the dark colorations among leaves of cabbages was actually a major problem in the field of agriculture. Therefore, agriculture, health, and energy are examples of general areas of research, and they are considered to be the wider perspectives of your study. Okay, so that will be the first step for you to establish a territory. So in this case, expect that for the succeeding slide presentations, we will discuss the concept of agriculture, since it is the general area of research in connection to Xanthomonas campestris, in connection to the dark coloration or brown coloration among leaves for cabbages. Okay? So that's the first step. Identify the wider perspective or the general area of your research. Okay, so that's the first step. Okay? So let's have the second step. Establishing a territory. So what do we mean by establishing a territory? How will we establish our territory? So in order to establish our territory in writing your research introduction, that is how to establish your territory in research. That is, you will identify the importance of your study. So that is the main concern in order to answer the question how to establish your territory. Emphasize to the readers the importance of your study. So there will be a brief discussion on how to discuss the importance of your study. So that is one way for you to establish your territory. Emphasize to the readers the importance of your study, of your research topic. So that is what's the importance of studying the concept of Xanthomonas campestris in the field of agriculture. Okay? And why is it that it is important? So obviously, your study is important because it can solve the existing problems. So therefore, the last part for you to establish the territory of your research is to identify the existing problems in your study. So again, we have the first step. First step, discuss the general area of your research, that is the wider perspective. Second, emphasize, the importance of your study. This is the second step. Emphasize the importance of your study among your readers, or let's say your listeners. And then the third one, which is connected to the second step, it is important because there is an existing problem. So you will discuss the existing problems in connection to Xanthomonas campestris. So these are the three major steps for you to establish your territory. So move 1, which is establishing a territory, consists of 3 major steps. And that will be the main concern of our next video presentation. So how will we establish the general area of research? How will we identify the importance as well as the existing problems in connection to your study?